me when it's over.
Do not arouse the wrath of the great and powerful Oz. Do you presume to criticize the great Oz, you ungrateful creatures?
Oh,
The great Oz has spoken.
oh.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. The great Oz has spoken.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. How do you know the regime is in trouble? Well, when they book Joe Biden at an all-black church inside of a 100% Democrat district, and he still gets screamed out of the building.
From this darkness.
If you really care about the lives lost here, you should honor the lives lost and call for a ceasefire in Palestine.
Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
Oh, look at them. They're so upset. So this is Joe Biden. Let me lower the audio here because nothing else really happens. So he just gets screamed at by dozens of people. They have to fill, they're so desperate to get somebody to come to a church inside of South Carolina, inside of a dark blue Democrat district run by James Clyburn, who's effectively like a monarch, like a mafia don, right, in this district. Okay, he can effectively sway the entire state any way he wants to. So James Clyburn straight up bringing Joe Biden in for a slam dunk speech, and Joe Biden can't even get through that without half the audience walking out on him and screaming at him. This is panic time. And this is why Obama is panicking. Barack Obama is serving in his third term as president. He's getting everything he wants, and he's able to let Joe Biden take all of the bruising punches of the presidency, while Barack Obama gets all of his policies to effectively destroy the nation, destroy the country as we know it, in place. And Obama doesn't have to bear any of the blame. It's amazing. But Obama's a little upset at how his third term is being managed. Obama had secret lunch meeting with Biden to urge him to be more aggressive, as he fears Trump is more formidable than the president realizes. Obama lunched with Biden at the White House recently, according to news report. Former president grew animated as he raised questions about Biden's campaign structure. Obama also seemingly fears that Trump is more formidable than many Democrats realize. Oh my, let's read. This is juicy. Barack Obama recently had a off-the-books lunch meeting with Joe Biden to share his concerns about and advice about the former president running. Now, by the way, why would Obama be giving advice? Obama lost his regime to Trump the first time. So maybe this is the greatest person to give advice to Joe Biden. I don't want Joe Biden to win. I don't want Obama to win. Obama already lost in 2016. Did everything he could to help out Hill Dog. Obama grew animated as he discussed 2024 election with Donald Trump bid to return to the presidency, suggesting Biden could restructure his campaign to be more agile. The Washington Post reported, citing people familiar with the matter, the lunch meeting reportedly occurred in recent months, but has not been previously reported as Obama does not appear in the White House visitor logs. Isn't that strange? According to the Post, Obama suggested that the Biden campaign, which is headquartered in Delaware, needs to grow more nimble and empowered to act without sign-off from the White House. So this is amazing. Look at the incredible amount of micromanaging that Obama is doing here. Separate lunch last summer, Obama also shared his concerns that Trump is a more formidable opponent than many Democrats realize, citing his diehard base of loyalists and deeply polarizing the country, and support from conservative media outlets, sources told the Post. So wait a second. You're telling me that Barack Obama is sitting here straight up micromanaging Joe Biden's campaign? Well, what does that sound like? That sounds like Obama's running his campaign and using this old corpse as a Muppet to go trot out on stage. Smells like milk of magnesia and mothballs. Check it out.
How do you wish like you had a third term? You know what? If I could make an arrangement where I had a stand-in, a front man.
Oh yeah.
Or front woman, and they had an earpiece in, and I was just in my basement in my sweats, looking through the stuff, and then I could sort of deliver the lines, but somebody else was doing all the talking and ceremony. I'd be fine with it.
I'd be fine with that. Well, you got what you want, Barry. Representatives from Obama and Biden did not immediately respond to requests for comment. The Iowa GOP caucus is just a few days away. Biden has the worst approval rating of any modern president at this stage of his term and is either neck and neck or trailing every Republican opponent. If the election were held tomorrow, President Biden would lose, says William Galston, senior fellow at Brookings Institution, which is a left-wing institution. For months, Democrats have been clamoring for Biden's campaign to step up to the plate as voter concerns mount about the economy and the age of Joe Biden, along with every other thing, that nothing's going right. Biden did just that on Friday. He kicked off his campaign ferociously condemning Donald Trump. Democrats compared his Republican rival to Nazis and branded him as a sick loser and a threat to democracy. And what happened? Donald Trump got more popular. Oh, I love the American people. They're just not stupid. Check this out. This is Joe Biden getting screamed at in his own speech. Chaos as Biden's speech is derailed by pro-Palestinian protesters chanting ceasefire now. Oh, baby. That's the look right there. If I could just get a stand-in to, just do everything for me. Oh, baby. This is not being played off very well in the media. James Clyburn, the guy, of course, who set up all of this, Mr. Key to the black vote for Joe Biden, had this to say about his concerns over Joe Biden. Not reassuring words.
Worried are you about black voters showing up for President Biden in November?
Well, I'm not worried. I'm very concerned, and I have sat down with President Biden. I don't know. I saw those reports. I've also seen at least one report indicating that I have sat down with President Biden, and I did with him.
Nobody cares. I've seen reports that I've sat down with President Biden because I did. What are you talking about? This guy's also has dementia and is 80 years old. What a crypt keeper organization. The Democrat Party. Asked directly about this reporting, Democrats not happy.
Washington Post, former President Obama had a private lunch with President Biden where he said that the president's campaign needs to be empowered to make decisions without clearing them with the White House. I think he also has advocated that Biden sort of ramp up the rhetoric a little bit when it comes to Trump's threat to democracy, which is what he did yesterday. So maybe President is listening to his former boss. What did you think about all that?
I agree with
Current
everything
boss
that came out of the Obama camp. President Obama, he knows something about winning re-election in this country, okay?
But your folks did too back in the Clinton days.
And I hope and I believe you're right. We're seeing a course correction. I hate that it leaked as a former White House aide. I know journalists love leaks.
Yeah.
Okay, believe me, the Obama people and the Biden people, one thing they agree on that right now is they're angry that story ran. But I'm sure it's well reported. I'm sure it's accurate, right? But this is the tension between
Oh, I'm very angry that it ran. We're very upset at the news that we are failing. Even though every law firm, every corporation, every Fortune 500 company, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, every company listed on every index everywhere, that all of the courts are in our favor, that all of the corporate media is in our favor. We still suck.
President Biden ramps up his general election campaign. There are new warning signs. The Washington Post reporting former President Obama has raised questions about the structure of President Biden's re-election campaign. Two sources confirmed to NBC News that Obama and Biden met over lunch in December and discussed the campaign, with Obama expressing deep concern about Mr. Trump's political strength. Underscoring the urgency, one source telling me this is an all-hands-on-deck moment.
Ooh, so Barack Obama is once again attempting to save Barack Obama. Very concerning. Check this out.
What will happen here? I mean, how important is it? Because that kind of was the strategy of Obama. And he's essentially urging Biden to follow a similar framework in order to be reelected, because he's very concerned about Trump's stronghold on the GOP.
Yeah, it's fascinating reporting, especially, they are friendly and Biden does consult him for advice. But the fact is that Obama brought this up months ago, and nothing has really changed. So there's also a little bit of a competition between these two. There always has been. It's very typical of the president-VP relationship. And that's why, Biden always remembers back in 2015, 2016, where all of Obama's allies and Obama himself really dissuaded him from running for president back then. So sometimes Barack Obama's advice to Joe Biden is sort of met with a bit of defensiveness, not just by President Biden, but the people around him who.
That's exactly right. Barack Obama shivved Joe Biden, gave him the plums of Ukraine and China in order to grift off of for the rest of his life, and said, Hillary Clinton's going to be president. I have declared it. And how's that worked out for you? Biden approval, 24 points underwater in Pennsylvania and trending worse. Look at this. Joe Biden's performance in Pennsylvania, the must-win state of Pennsylvania. Holy smokes. Holy canola. Look at these numbers. Look at this. How do you win? You don't. You don't win. You don't win fair and square with numbers like these. The two hate each other. That's what's crazy. That the two just hate each other. You can see this demonstrated in the one public time, to my knowledge, that Barack Obama visited the White House. Barack Obama visited the White House to go talk about the major success that Obamacare was or whatever, right? Awesome. And in case you're wondering if there's a continuation of Barack Obama's terms, all of the failures and all the misery that the American people are going through, yes, it is. Barack Obama went to the White House, and the way that he treated Joe Biden tells you everything, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of my favorite reports ever from Tucker Carlson. Watch.
Joe Biden is now the most unpopular person in virtually any room he enters. If you doubt it, watch this. This was the scene at the White House today. Take a careful look at this. You've never seen anything like it. That's the President of the United States in his own house, shunned. Nobody would talk to him. So Biden wandered off looking vacant as a crowd formed around a former president, Barack Obama, who was obviously deeply grateful for the attention. And then it got worse. It got much more poignant than that. Watch Biden try to horn in on the conversation swirling around Obama. Everyone involved in that conversation, including Kamala Harris, who supposedly works for Biden, ignored Biden completely. Biden desperately tried to get Obama's attention. He puts his hand on Obama's shoulder. He even calls him Barack, like they're friends. But Obama blows him off. He acts like Biden's not even there.
So, yeah, with friends like Barack Obama, who needs friends? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your friend, and you should be my friend by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. It's your boy Benny. Stay based. I will never backstab you like Barack Obama. See ya.